Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to discuss about precipitation, on forms of precipitation, how the precipitation is occurring, and what is meant by condensation, what are the condensation process, and followed by artificial rain making. This all topic we are going to discuss under the title of Introduction to Agrometeorology and Climate Change. First of all, what is meant by precipitation and what are the process? So you know that precipitation is occurring because of the condensation and adiabatic cooling. Because of the extensive air masses, it will convert into the adiabatic cooling. That will be converted into the precipitation. It is also equally true that not all condensation, not all condensation is followed immediately by the precipitation. Even though all clouds contain water, some produce precipitation while others are not producing precipitation. In certain cases, precipitation moisture does fall from the clouds, but what will happen means it will evaporate it in the atmosphere itself before reaching to the earth surface. When it will come receiving the rainfall in the form of precipitation in the form of rainfall means only when the cloud droplets or ice pellets or ice crystal grow in the form of large size. It cannot overcome to stay in this atmosphere. It will, due to updrift, it will fall onto the atmosphere and it will reach to the earth surface in the form of precipitation. So next, this is the basic thing. The precipitation is occur because of the evaporation and the transpiration. So you see in water bodies, the evaporation will occur. That will be moist air. Along with the air, it will move towards the cloud. Here, the cloud condensation process will occur. That's the size of the ice particles. Means ice crystal water droplet size will increase. It cannot float and it will fall into the form of precipitation. So in the major form of rain, it will reach into the land surface. So this is the common precipitation process. Okay, what is meant by precipitable water? This one important thing. Precipitable water is nothing but the total amount of water, vapor in the atmospheric column above point on the earth's, or simply will tell us the amount of water in atmosphere, the amount of water that is available fall as in the precipitation. So what are the water present in the atmosphere that convert into the precipitation means that water is called as a precipitable water. Okay, next, what are the rainfall mechanisms? So in that rainfall mechanism is simple. It is formation of the cloud droplets to join together. The size of the particle, which is the raindrop size, will increase and it will fall in the through atmosphere. It will fall into the ground in the form of precipitation. However, the ice crystal or coalition theory have been postponed to explain above process. Okay, first, we are going to discuss about two theory. One is ice crystal theory, other one is coalition theories. First, in ice crystal theory, Tar Bergeron, he is the one of the eminent meteorologist from Norway. He proposed the ice crystal theory in the year of 1933. Here, which cloud is involving means cold clouds. Where in cold clouds is nothing but which the water droplet do not freeze even 0 degrees Celsius also. So cold clouds is nothing but even though the temperature is 0 degrees Celsius, the clouds will not be freeze. So that cloud is called as a cold clouds. If ice nuclei is present at the top of the clouds, ice nuclei is present in the top of the clouds, vapor diffuses rapidly from air to ice crystal due to the saturation vapor pressure. This saturation vapor pressure is lower over the ice than the water. So because of this, the ice crystals grow very rapidly and it will not hold into the atmosphere. It will become large and it will finally result in the form of precipitation. It will reach to the earth surface. This is ice crystal theory. The coalition theory proposed by E.F. Bound from Australia in the year of 1940s. Here, in ice crystal theory, cold clouds is involved. In coalition theory, they are talking about warm clouds. When the warm clouds is involved in the form of precipitation. That type of concept is comes under coefficient theory proposed by the EF Baum, which are common in equatorial and tropical region. So what is the main characteristics? The temperature in the uppermost of the part, these clouds occasionally falls below 7 degrees because it's a warm clouds. It will not fall onto the less degrees. Occasionally it will fall less than the 7 degrees Celsius. So what will happen means the precipitation will occur in warm clouds because of the collision of cloud droplets that differences in size. What will means small particles, it will become joined together, the particle size become larger, it grow in big size and fall onto the ground on one weight in the form of precipitation. So a continuous supply of moisture to the atmosphere for ensuring the prolonged precipitation. This is the coefficient theory. So ice crystal theory, cold clouds will involve, even 0 degree also it will not freeze. Warm clouds means that is considered as a coefficient theory. Okay, now we are going to discuss about what are the different types of precipitation. One is conventional precipitation, another one is orographic precipitation, and the third one is cyclonic or frontal precipitation. Okay, first one is conventional precipitation. What is meant by conventional precipitation means when the solar radiation is more, that time the thermal low is created in the earth surface due to the high temperature. I already told now, when the temperature is more, automatically it will be expand. So when the solar, due to the higher radiation, thermal low is created at the earth surface. Due to that, high surface temperature will be there. Due to this thermal low result, ascending of air follows adiabatic cooling and condensation will takes place. So this is the main reason. Due to the higher solar radiation, thermal low is created at the earth surface due to the high surface temperature. This thermal low result, it will become a ascending of air. It flows adiabatic cooling, condensation will occur. So because of this, precipitation will occur means that is called as a conventional precipitation. Okay, next one is orographic precipitation. So orographic precipitation, particularly in India, all the monsoon, particularly the southwest monsoon gives abundant amount of means more amount of rainfall in India, particularly the windward slope of the mountains. Whereas leeward side there is a extensive rain shadow region. So in India, due to the orographic precipitation, where the windward side is there, we will get more rainfall. Where leeward side is there, that area is called as a rain shadow region. If particularly the Western Ghats, Himalayas and Aravalli mountain range are best example for the windward side to get the copious amount of rainfall. When the mountain or highlands act as a barriers to the flow of air, it is forces to rise, air cools adiabatic resulting in the formation of clouds. Due to this process, the precipitation occurs during the monsoon. There is this also, the orographic precipitation also called as a relief rains. Okay, so this is comes under, you see in this picture, this is windward side, rain will occur. Here it's a leeward side, it comes under rain shadow region. Here there is no rainfall. You see the ascending air cools adiabatically due to dew point temperature, water vapor condensation will occur, and we will get the sufficient amount of rainfall. When it's reaching to the rain shadow region, descending as warms adiabatically. So due to that, here there is no rainfall. You see prevailing winds. So continuously wind will blow from one side means that is called as a prevailing wind towards the windward side, and prevailing wind side more copious amount of rainfall will occur. But when we will come for rain shadow region, it is comes under leeward side, there is no rainfall. So that's why this leeward side is comes under rain shadow region. Okay, and the third one is cyclonic and frontal precipitation. So this is because of rain precipitation will occur because of the cyclonic nature. So this is contact between the warm and cool air. When the warm air and cool air masses joining together, meeting together, when two large air masses to different temperature meet means automatically condensation process will occur. Warm air then rises, cools, and condensation will occur to form a rain. It gives copious amount of rainfall. That's why during the cyclonic time compared to the monsoon time, so when the cyclone will occur, that time more amount of rainfall will occur, or more heavy rainfall will occur because of the meeting together of warm and cooler. Condensation process will occur more. So at the same time, the cyclonic not only giving the rainfall, it will also creating the wind speed, more wind speed. So automatically physical infrastructure damage also will occur, and strong wind will be blow. So this is comes under cyclonic and frontal precipitation. So this is, you see, warm air and cold air joining together, the cyclone will occur, will get the more amount of rainfall. Okay, next concept is called, we are going to discuss about forms of precipitation. What are the different forms of precipitation? So precipitation is the general term. In this, under the precipitation, there are different forms are there. Okay, first form is rain. So rain, among the all the form of precipitation, rain is the one of the form of water in the liquid state. That's why precipitation is otherwise called as a rain, because of majority of the water sources depends only in rainfall. So precipitation is very active, and also very means low air is the moist, and clouds are very deep. Rainfall will form and very heavy downpour will be there. Falling of raindrops completely evaporate after reaching to the ground only. So if size of the droplet is almost 0.5 millimeter, the millimeter of diameter will be there. That is called as a rain. Okay, here they are dividing the three type of rain: light rain, moderate rain, heavy rain. Light rain is nothing but per hour 0.201 to 0.1 inches occur, means that is called as a rain, light rain. When the rainfall is 0.1 to 0.3 inches, means that is called as a moderate rain. When the rainfall is more than 3 inches per hour, means that is called as a heavy rain. This comes under rain. Next form of precipitation is called as a drizzle. So the drizzle is nothing but the diameter of the size is less than the 0.5 mm. So rain means more than 5 mm, and drizzle means less than the diameter is less than the 5. These are fine drops of water, very close to each one each, it means very close to the one another. It is also very small and size is very uniform. It is seems like float in the air, so the drizzle will be float into the air. So this is called as a drizzle, and it gives out very small amount of water to the ground. So due to the drizzle, it will not give the sufficient amount of water source. It is a very small amount. It is often associated with the fog and poor visibility. This is very important thing. When the drizzle will occur, that time fog will join, means the visibility of atmosphere will be poor. So in some places, the drizzle also called as a mist. So this is one of the important point. Some of the places, the drizzle otherwise called as a mist. Okay. So you see, this is the different size: drizzle, fine rain, moderate rain, heavy rain. Okay. Next concept, fog. Fog is nothing but very minute water droplet. Fog is means very minute. You see this picture. This is very small one. Fog. So fog is very minute water droplet suspended in the air. So it is very small and it will be suspended into the air. Or it is constant of mixture of smoke and fine dust particle. So a mixture of smoke and fine dust particle, that is called as a fog. So mostly the fog will be deposited in the leaves of the crop plants. When the evapotranspiration losses are minimized, as the leaves remain wet or longer period will be there, that is comes under fog. Next concept is dew. So dew is in the form of water droplets that appears in the thin and exposed object in the morning and evening time. So mostly we will see in the plant parts. So particularly this dews, this is, you see, this is the dew. So in particularly this type of dews, when we will see means early morning time, particularly winter months, cool nights and clear sky. These three conditions we will see dew in the above the leaf surface. And next one is important one is hail. So hail is nothing but it is a precipitation. It is also one of the form of precipitation. It is the size is 5 to 50 mm. It is a form of ice. Diameter is the 5 to 50 mm. It is known as a hail. So hailstorm are frequently occur in the tropical region, particularly in India during summer season, March to May month. This is the hail formation or hailstorm will occur more. So this is the hail. This is the hail. Next one is snow. Snow is nothing but it is a white and dense grains of ice. It is also one of the form of precipitation, but white in color and dense grains of ice. If it is a precipitation of solid water, mainly in the form of branched and hexagonal crystal or stars. They look like hexagonal shape. You see, these are all the you see here. Here hexagonal shapes will be there. That is comes under snow. Next one is sleet. Sleet is nothing but mixture of rain and snow. It is a like small pellets. This is you see, this is the sleet, and it is a transparent ice, 5 mm or less than the 5 mm. When the frozen rain means when the rainfall is to the rain is falling to the earth passing through the layer of cold air and freezes in the form in when the temperature is very low, but not normally it will not occur in the in Indian condition except high ranges. So this is the different forms: rain, flood, hail, and snow. Snow, you see, this is the different hexagonal shapes. Next, one concept is isohyds. Isohyds is nothing but is imaginary lines connecting the equal amount of precipitation. Wherever in different places, the equal amount of rainfall is there. That places is connected with imaginary lines that is called as isohyds. Okay. Next concept is cloud seeding. So cloud seeding, otherwise called as artificial rain making. This is one of the very important. And also for artificial rain making, the government is need to spend more amount. So when the critical situation or continuous dry situation is there, then this type of cloud seeding and artificial rain making, the ground means the government will start. They will go for initiating the artificial rain making. Okay. So cloud seeding is one of the tools mitigating the effect of drought. So this cloud seeding will not follow all the time. It will follow when the drought is in very severe condition. So to mitigating the drought, they will go for the artificial rain making. Okay, what is meant by artificial rain making means by injecting artificially condensation nuclei through aircrafts or suitable mechanism to induce the rain to rain bearing clouds. So that is called. So what is meant by cloud seeding or artificial rain means injecting the artificial condensation nuclei through aircrafts or any suitable mechanisms to induce the rainfall with the help of the rain bearing clouds. So these raindrops are several times heavier than the cloud droplets. So this is another important thing. So the cloud is seeding time, fail success also will be there, failure also there. Success will be there means heavy downfall, rainfall also possibility is there. Here there are two type of mechanism is there. One is the difference the chemical form means injecting chemical will be varied cold clouds and warm clouds. So in atmosphere there are two type of clouds will be there, generally warm clouds and cold clouds. So warm clouds and cold clouds will giving the different artificial rain making process. First, principles of rain making. So normally, I already told the clouds are classified warm and cold clouds based on the cloud top temperature. Based on the cloud top temperature, we are dividing the warm and cold clouds. If the cloud temperature is positive, these clouds are called as a warm clouds. So when the temperature is increasing, that is called as a warm clouds. When the temperature is negative side, that clouds is called as a cold clouds. Okay, you see warm clouds. This is a cold clouds. Okay. So what are the things they are doing means one by one we'll see. First one is how to warm clouds will bearing the or it will give the rainfall or precipitation through cloud seeding or artificial rain making. So here there are two concepts they will use. Using warm clouds there are for inducing the rain. First they will go for the water drop technique. Another one is common salt technique. So with the help of coefficient theory process, it will this water droplet technique will helpful for inducing the rainfall through warm clouds. So how means the water droplets are large hygroscopic nuclei. Either water droplets or large hygroscopic nuclei are introduced into the cloud. The water drops is 25 mm are sprayed means 25 mm of water spray is sprayed from aircraft at the rate of 30 gallons. So this is very important. 30 gallons per seeding on the warm clouds means the possibility will get the rainfall from warm clouds. And another one is Common salt technique. So common salt technique is nothing but here the sodium chloride normal salt they will use for warm clouds. Another one technique, it is used for the 10% of solution or solid will be sprayed or dropped into the common warm clouds. That will be, for example, the spraying is done by the power sprayers or air compressor or ground generator. You see, this is the ground generator. This image is comes in a ground generator. This is the aircraft. Using aircrafts also we can spray. So these are balloon burst techniques also. It is one of the beneficial. In the case of gunpowder and sodium chloride are arranged to exploded near to the clouds, it will be spread into the atmosphere. Condensation process will occur. That warm cloud will give the rainfall. So in warm cloud, there are two type of techniques. One is water drop techniques, 30 gallons per seeding, and common salt like sodium chloride. It will be 10% solution or solid. So these are different mechanisms. And how to get the rainfall through artificial rainmaking with the help of cold clouds. Here there are two techniques. One is dry ice seeding, another one is silver iodide seeding. So what they will do means in dry ice seeding method, through aircraft they will collect the dry ice and they will spray into the uh, cold clouds. So the aircrafts across the top cloud 0.5 to 1 centimeter dry ice pellet are released on the steady stream. So after that condensation process will occur. So from these ice crystals rain will be formed and it will be getting the rainfall. So normally this method is general talk will be there. This method is not economical. 250 kg of dry rice is required for per seeding of one cloud. So that's why it is economically is not feasible. Okay. Next concept, silver iodide seeding. Two minute crystals of silver iodide produced in the form of smoke act as a efficient ice forming nuclei in the temperature when the cloud is -5 degree Celsius. So when these nuclei are produced from the ground generator and these particles find enough to diffuse the with air current. So this always these seedlings will be make the condensation silver iodide will be make the condensation process and will get the rainfall. So compared to the dry ice seedling, silver iodide less quantity is required for the cloud seeding. So this is the different method. So through aircraft, they are spraying the silver iodide or dry ice. So slowly, the condensation is small. Silver iodide will crystal will form, and that snow flake will be slowly size will increase. It will become high, and it will be condensation process will occur, and it will convert into the raindrop, and it will reach into the earth surface in the form of precipitation. So this is the aircraft. They are spraying the uh, uh, means cold seedling means cloud seeding. They are doing okay. Condensation. So condensation is nothing but the condensation is the change of water from its gaseous form. So what is meant by condensation means the water is converted to the gaseous form means water vapor into the liquid water. So condensation generally occurs in the atmosphere when the warm air is rises and cools and lost into the capacity to hold water vapor. As a result, the excess water vapor condenses in the form of cloud droplets. So condensation is the one of the warming process because of it is converting the gaseous form water vapor into the liquid water. So you see condensation. Condensation takes place when the water vapor cools and change into the different water droplets. So this is the different forms of precipitation already we discussed. So one is dew, frost, fog, and clouds. So clouds is nothing but I already told. It is a mass of minute water droplets or tiny ice crystals or ice waters. So this is the clouds are caused mainly because of the adiabatic cooling of air below its to the dew point temperature. Thank you.